Hi, hello, namaste. Welcome to Mathematics YouTube channel. Today we'll be solving some section B questions. The first question is like this. Two numbers are in the ratio 2:3 and their LCM is 180. What is the HCF of these numbers? Okay, so they want us to find what is the HCF of the number given the LCM. Now, they are telling two numbers are in the ratio 2:3. Correct? Now, let me assume the number to be x. Then this number will become 2x and the other number will become 3x. What is the next information they have given? LCM is 180. Now, for these numbers, LCM of 2x comma 3x. If you want to find the LCM of these two numbers, what will you do? You will multiply both of them, right? So, 6. Since x is there in both of them, 6x. Now, similarly, HCF of these two numbers will become 2x comma 3x is nothing but x is common in both of them. So you'll just write x. Now, you know another information related to LCM. You know LCM is 180. Okay. So can I write 6x is equal to 180? Because LCM I have found out of these numbers to be 6x, but they have given the LCM that is 180. Now what will x be? X is 180 by x 6. X is equal to 30. Now, what we had to find? We had to find the HCF of these numbers. If you can see here, HCF of these two numbers is nothing but 30. X, that is nothing but 30. Simple problem. Let's go on to the next question. If one zero of a polynomial p of x is equal to 6x square plus 37x minus of k minus 2 is reciprocal of the other, then find the value of k. Okay. Then you have two zeros of a polynomial. If I consider one zero of a polynomial to be alpha, they have given that this polynomial is having another zero of the polynomial to be reciprocal of the same. So if alpha is 1 0, then 1 by alpha is the other zero. Which is the polynomial given? Polynomial given is 6x square plus 37x minus of k minus 2. Okay. Now if you can see here, we have to find the value of k. Let me write the standard form ax square plus bx plus c. Now, compare these two things. If you can see here, the unknown is there in c. Also, these are zeros of a polynomial. Let me take the product of zeros of polynomial. The product will get as alpha into 1 by alpha, which will be equal to, you know that the product is equal to c by a. If you can see here, in place of c, you have minus of k minus 2. Minus of k minus 2 by 6, that is a. Do the simplification. I'll cancel alpha and alpha. 1 is equal to minus k plus 2 by 6. Send 6 to the other side. 6 is equal to minus k plus 2. If I transfer this to this left hand side, 4 is equal to minus k. Therefore, k is minus 4. You have found out the value of k. Now let's solve the next question. The question is like this. Find the sum and product of roots of the equation 2x square minus 9x plus 4 is equal to 0. Very simple problem, right? First, let's write the given equation 2x square minus 9x plus 4 is equal to 0. In the meantime, if you have not yet pressed the bell icon, please press the bell icon for further updates and please don't forget to subscribe. Coming back, 2x square minus 9x plus 4 is equal to 0. Now, you want to find the sum and product of the roots. Let alpha and beta be the roots. Okay. Now, you have first, for finding sum of the roots, you should know the value of b, a. Remember? Now, let us compare this with the standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now, alpha plus beta is given by minus b by a and product alpha beta is given by c by a. Correct? Now, alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. In place of b, what is there? Ax, b minus 9 is there. So, minus from the formula minus 9 by, in place of a, 2 is there. 2, which is nothing but 9 by 2. Simple. Now, what happens in place of product? Alpha b is equal to c by a. In place of c, 4 is there, by in place of a, we already know from this 2 is there. So it is nothing but 2. So product is 2, sum is 9 by 2. Simple problem. Now there is a OR question for the same question. Find the discriminant of the quadratic equation 4x square minus 5 is equal to 0. Comment on nature of the roots. Now if you can observe in both the questions, you have to compare it with the standard form. Let's write the given polynomial, given quadratic equation 4x square minus 5 is equal to 0. What should you find? You should find the discriminant. To find discriminant, you should know the value of b, a and c. Let me write the standard form first. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. From this, what will the value of a be? A is nothing but 4. What is the value of b? B is associated with x. There is no term here with respect to x. So b will become 0. What will happen to c? In place of c, minus 5 is there. So c value is minus 5. You should find the discriminant. You know how to find the discriminant. D is nothing but b square minus 4ac. We know that b is 0. So 0 minus 4 into 4 into minus 5. This is what you have to do. Okay. So 4 into 4 is 16. 0 minus 16 into minus 5 is minus 80. You have outside the bracket, you already have a minus sign. So 0 plus 80. D will become 80. So this is nothing but greater than 0. What should you do? You should comment on the nature of the roots. So b square minus 4ac is 80. B square minus 4ac is greater than 0. So how will the roots be? Roots are, the first thing is they are real and distinct. Simple question. Next question is, if a fair coin is tossed twice, find the probability of getting at most one head. Okay. Now, one coin is there and they're tossing the coin twice. That is our experiment here. So, what are the possible outcomes? I'll just name the possible outcomes as S. Okay. First, maybe when I toss twice, both of them can be heads. Okay. Similarly, the next one time it can be heads, the other time it can be tails. Next, first time only it can be tails, the next it can be heads, or both of them can be tails. Okay. Now, probability of getting at most one head. Getting at most one head is the event now. Let me call that as E. Okay. They are asking the probability. So, P of E is what we have to find. Now, at most one head. Let us understand what is at most, and there is one more word, at least. Okay. Along with learning maths, we have to learn the meanings of English as well here. At most, I can eat at most one dosa. What is the meaning of that? You can eat either 0 dosas or your stomach will get filled at only one dosa. At least one dosa means I can eat one dosa. If you give more, I can eat that also. Okay, at most and at least. Got the difference? What is given here? At most one head. So either you can get 0 head or you should get 1 head. Let us see what are the possible outcomes. In this, the first one is having 2 heads. Can I consider that? No, because it at most means it should have 0 or 1. Here it is 2. I can't consider this. H and T, there is 1 head here. I can consider this. T and H, there is 1 head here. I can consider this. Can I consider TT? There is no head here, right? At most means either 0 or 1. No means 0 head. So I can consider this also. So 1, 2 and 3. 3 by total 3 by all the possible outcomes, that is 4. So the probability of getting at most one head when you toss a coin twice is 3 by 4. That's all. Now find the value of cos square 60 plus 4 secant square 30 minus tan square 45 by sin square 30 plus cos square 30. Now I'll just give you a trick, but steps, everything you should write. By just looking into the question, you can see sin square 30 plus cos square 30. Sin square a plus cos square a. What is the value of that? 1. So denominator you will be getting as 1. I'm just telling it for your understanding. Tan square 45 here, you already know the value, it is 1. So you should know the value of cos square 60 and secant square 30. Okay. Now for that, I'll just write this 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2 and 1. If you don't know how to remember these things very quickly, I have put a video in the description. Maybe you can watch that and find out how to remember these things. 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2 and 1. Okay, so this is for sine and this is for cos. If I know these two, I can manage everything. First one, 5 into cos square 60. Okay, 0, 30, 60. This is sine. So for cos it is 1 by root 2, 0, 30, 45. Sorry, this is 45, 60. So cos 60 is 1 by 2. So 5 into 1 by 2 whole square plus 4 into secant square 30. What is the relation between secant and cos? It is a reciprocal. So cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Secant square 30 is 2 by root 3 whole square. Okay. That is minus 1. Okay. Sin square 30 and cos square 30, just substitute it, but make sure that you know the denominator will become 1. Sin square 30 is 1 by 2 whole square plus cos square 30 is root 3 by 2 whole square. Okay. So 5 into 1 by, that will become 5 into, this is 1 by 4. So 5 by 4 plus 4 into, this will become 4 by 3. 4 into 4 is, I'll just write it, 4 by 3 minus 1. This will obviously become 1, so I'll not write that. Now, simplify this. 4, this will become 16 by 3. So 5 by 4 plus 16 by 3 minus 1. LCM here will be 12. Okay. Here 4 is there in the denominator. So 5 into 3 is 15 plus. Here 3 is there in the denominator. To make it 12, you should multiply with 4. So 16 into 4 will give you 64. Here 1 is there, minus 12. What will you get the answer as? Which is equal to 64 plus 15 is 79 minus 12 is 67 by 12. So now let's solve the next question. This is the 25th OR question. The question is like this: if A and B are two acute angles such that sin A minus B is equal to 0 and 2 cos A plus B minus 1 is equal to 0, find the angles A and B. Now, since this is an OR question, what was the previous question which you solved? It involved trigonometric values. You took the values and you solved the problem. Okay. Maybe similar to that, this problem will also be there. But if you observe correctly, nowhere it is given, you should use the trigonometric values. Okay. Now, what is the first thing they have given? Sin A minus B. Sin of A minus B is equal to 0. Okay. A and B are acute angles. Now, acute angles, we consider something else also as acute angles. If you remember, sin theta is acute angle. So, if I consider this as theta, okay, can you tell me when sin theta will be equal to 0? There is a value given here, 0. When will it be equal to 0? Does 0 come anywhere in the values of sin? Okay, zeros come. Sin theta is 0 or sin theta is nothing but sin 0. Right? When theta is 0, you will get the value as 0. So, in place of theta, I'll just write A minus B. Okay. So, sin of A minus B is equal to sin 0. Okay. Since both the sides sin is there, I'll just equate the angles here. A minus B is equal to 0. So, A is nothing but B. See, this is how you made use of the trigonometric values. Now, what is the next thing given? 2 cos A plus B minus 1. 2 cos of A plus B minus 1 is equal to 0. I'll shift this to the other side. 2 cos of A plus B, correct? So A plus B is equal to 1. I'll just shift the 2 also here. So cos of A plus B is equal to 1 by 2. Now, the same thing. Consider cos theta is 1 by 2. When will the value of cos theta be 1 by 2? What angle? For what angle it will be 1 by 2? Cos theta is 1 by 2 when it is cos 60. Correct? Cos 60 is 1 by 2. So cos theta, cos. So in place of theta, write A plus B now. Cos of A plus B is equal to cos 60. Because cos 60 is 1 by 2. That is what is there in the RHS. So now A plus B is equal to 60 since both the sides cos is there. A plus B is equal to 60. Now, how do we solve this? We'll take the help of this. A and B are two equal angles. So, in place of B, I just write A is equal to 60. 2A is equal to 60. So, the value of A is 30 degrees. Right? If A is 30 degrees, what is the value of B? B is also 30 degrees. So, A and B both are equal to 30 degrees. You have found the angles A and B.